Last month, Forbes magazine released their annual list of all the young people doing big things in the fields of education and finance, social media, and others. It's called the Forbes 30 Under 30. The list included some familiar names. Singer-songwriter Noah Kahan of Stratford, Vermont. His album Stick Season had him up for a Grammy for Best New Artist. And Burlington's Alona Mar, who helped lead the USA Women's Rugby Sevens team to a bronze medal at the Paris Games. Her social media following is into the millions. But it took a Vermont dad to point out that his son also made the list for developing an app with a college classmate to help other college kids catch a ride across campus or into town. Liam Redman, thanks for joining us here this morning.
Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
Yeah. Yellow, the first social ride network. First, how did you come up with this idea?
Yeah, so I'm actually an Essex kid by heart. I went to Essex High School, grew up in Vermont my entire life. You know, growing up in Vermont, there's so many great things about it. One thing it didn't have was accessible transportation going to and from Burlington from Essex. Right. So as a kid in high school, trying to see different friends from BHS, South Burlington High School, incredibly hard to get into town, right? You couldn't call an Uber in my day and age.
Right.
And there was always a friend who was driving back and forth. It was really hard.
Yeah.
So ended up getting to the University of Notre Dame, where I enrolled my fall freshman year in fall of 2021. And realized, wow, this issue isn't unique just of Burlington, Vermont.
Right.
I realized that South Bend, Indiana, where Notre Dame is, had a very similar issue of getting to downtown, which was 3 miles away.
Right.
In South Bend's case, we had Ubers, we had accessible cars, but they were incredibly expensive, and there were several safety incidents of fellow peers that I noticed. So that kind of got the ball rolling in my brain of this is not a great system. There can be innovation here.
Yeah.
And ended up meeting a kid by the name of Zach Brown, who ended up becoming my co-founder. And Zach was in front of me in our dining hall stir-fry line. And he turned around as I was talking about this problem and issue and said, I can code that, let's do it.
Wow.
And it literally started from there, the idea, and we continue to build and develop, kind of researching why we were seeing these issues within rideshare and a lot of other transportation, and then what we might be able to do about it.
How does it work differently than what we call the traditional rideshare companies?
Right. So what we realized about rideshare was, one, we saw safety issues. We saw 23% of women have reported harassment in a rideshare, which is astonishing.
Yeah.
2, we saw the economic model. We believed it wasn't sustainable. We saw drivers were making a national average at the time of our research about $10.17, which is incredibly low on an hourly wage, below most state minimums. And then we also noticed riders were incredibly unhappy with the high surge peaking of pricing, and we realized the economic model in the long run wasn't going to be sustainable for the company, for riders, and for drivers. So what we realized was, what if we built a model where we took students in an exclusive model, right? We realized the safety aspect. We already had designated drivers going on. What if we could almost create a platform or system that was built off of that? And then what if we actually gave 100% of the ride fare directly back to the student driving, to the user driving? And we realized that was compelling because drivers, as with this model, we projected would make around $25 an hour.
Right.
And we actually built this model, and they ended up making around $35 an hour. So we were blown away. Everybody was happy.
So do you have like a waiting list of drivers trying to sign up for this, or how does that work?
Yeah, so what Ubers and other ride shares, one of their hardest things is how do they acquire the supply side drivers? And we realized for us that was going to be a challenge, but as soon as we started to see the numbers, it was pretty convincing for a college student to roll out of bed at 1 a.m. To start shuttling, friends and peers around. So
you started at Notre Dame and some of the smaller schools in South Bend. There are a couple of other colleges there as well.
Right.
You guys are expanding though.
You got it, right. So we started out in South Bend, Notre Dame, which included about 3 other smaller schools in the area. We realized, well, the model works. Let's really build this out. Let's get it right. So we've been focusing the last 10 months now on proving out the concept initially and then leveling it up for a real competitor in the industry, in the space, which if you go down the aisle in a grocery store, you're gonna see a million different tortilla brands.
Sure.
With what we're building, there are only a handful. So it's a really hard industry to kind of crack. So yeah, we're headed to a few new markets this spring.
Being recognized by Forbes magazine, how did that happen? What's that been like?
Unbelievable. So kind of cover what I did with the initial story was we had this great model and it was working, but what we realized was we couldn't make any money. When you don't take a cut of the ride, you're not making any money.
Yeah.
So we realized was a funny little insight was that people were actually using our platform to see where others were going. We coded up the top 4 addresses each night of where everyone was headed. And we realized people would make their decisions every night where to go, which concert, bar, whatever, based on those addresses. And we were able to monetize that whole kind of strategy within our business. And that's what led to the Forbes recognition was there's so many of these, little concepts and ideas within transportation, but none that had been able to generate the numbers that we had. In our first month with our model, we ended up generating about $20,000 in revenue. So Forbes is blown away. They actually reached out to us and said, hey, listen, this is something special. Any interest in 30 under 30? So we went through the process and we were blown away. We couldn't believe it.
You guys have gotten some funding since starting up this idea, right?
That's right. So we raised our pre-seed round north of $700,000.
And what will that go towards?
So that goes all towards mostly product. What's so great about our company is we spend very little on marketing, actually. We have very good distribution channels. And really what a lot of those costs are, we hired our first 2 full-time employees, which is expensive.
Yeah. How do you get the word out? When you're a startup like this?
Yeah, it's a great question. And the most effective strategy that we've really utilized is we have a great network of ambassadors, students around campus in different clubs and organizations that ride our platform and really promote it to peers to use as well.
You said something interesting to a local newspaper, the Essex, reported that, your mom and dad both have had careers in nonprofit industry and that it goes back to really serving others as far as the model with which you've gone forward with this and giving back to the drivers instead of taking it and cashing in on the idea, right? Right.
It's so interesting. I mean, I grew up in a household of 2 longtime Vermonter individuals that are really involved in the nonprofit space. So when I told them, hey, listen, I've kind of got a business drive, an entrepreneurial drive, they were like, well, that's great. That's awesome. Explore that passion. How can you apply business and entrepreneurship towards doing good in the world? Right. So what I learned from one of my closest mentors is that you can do good while doing well, if that makes sense in the business world. So yes, you can generate revenue for a business, but you can also apply your business in a sense of giving back to the drivers, providing a safer option for college students, right? So that's kind of how we saw our opportunity to do well while doing good.
So where are you guys hoping to take this?
So we're taking this, one of our next destinations is actually Burlington. I won't say the name explicitly of the campus, but I think you can guess. But we are headed there in the next few weeks, actually. We're rolling out a very small pilot just to get a sense of where we need to tweak our product, what's working, what's not. We're also headed to Nashville, we're headed to Vanderbilt, and a couple schools within that network, and then also Philadelphia, the Villanova area. That's one of our next markets this spring.
And what are your post-graduation plans as you get set to finish your senior year?
Yeah, it's funny. I went into school wanting to be a doctor, a neurosurgeon actually, and quickly realized, well, this is my passion, entrepreneurship. So I'm in a very fortunate situation where I can take this on as my full-time career. We've raised money. I've got a very small salary, but at least a salary waiting for me when we graduate and go full-time.
Well, congratulations, Liam.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure.
Liam says those local college students can expect a testing period to begin later this month before the app is fully rolled out here. We'll keep you posted.